folks, Chip Richter coming to you this week. I'm in the golf cave in Carlisle, Pennsylvania because it is so stinking hot out there. I thought I was going to drop yesterday morning. So, great time to come indoors and get some practice in the air conditioning and still work on your game, but it's a little bit brutal out there, so we're inside this week. Now, this week we're going to talk about something we kind of talked about a couple weeks ago, but the opposite side of it. It was angle of attack. And if you remember that video tip, I was showing you that you need to hit up on your driver for maximum distance. So I had you take a legal pad, put it in front of your golf ball, and try and swing up like you're hitting up that ramp, so we're launching the ball up in the air, high launch, low spin. That's the key to more distance, okay? Now, that's great with a driver, and some of that we accomplished by putting the ball more forward and leaning back a little bit, but with an iron or anything, a wedge certainly, we need to be hitting down on the ball. Now the PGA Tour data that this TrackMan chart shows us says that they hit down about 4.5 degrees on their 7-iron, okay? I actually think it's a little more than that, but 4.5 degrees is good enough. And what that means is that this shaft is leaning forward about 4.5 degrees at impact with the best players in the world, okay? They are not, the shaft is not parallel or perpendicular to the ground, it's leaning forward. They're hitting down on it, okay? And if you recall, a few months ago, I did a video tip where I talked about my preset impact drill, which I love so much, because the 3 great qualities of impact: weight completely on the front foot, hips and shoulders slightly open, handle leaning forward, and I had you hitting some punch shots out there trying to feel that position, okay? Well, now we're going to do it in a full swing. And how we do that, how we measure this, is I've got a towel here. I folded it over twice. It's about 18 inches by 18 inches, okay? And I'm going to put my golf ball about 2.5 inches in front of it. And I'm going to try and make a golf swing where I hit down and hit the ball, but do not hit the towel. I have people say to me frequently, I just don't feel like my shots have that compression, that click, that feeling anymore. And I'll put them on TrackMan and I'll find out they almost have no angle of attack down into the ball, okay? And that's great with a driver, but no bueno with an iron, okay? We need to be hitting down on these irons. So, great way to practice. Put the towel down, put the ball here. Let's see if I can hit the golf ball and not move the towel, okay? Got a 7-iron in my hand. It's pretty good for me. All right, so you notice the ball's gone, the towel didn't move. I hit down on that. My angle of attack, generally when I measure it, is in the high 3 to 4 with a 7-iron, okay? So I could be a little more forward, but that's good enough. So, put a towel down behind your golf ball. Get an external cue there that you have to hit down on to not hit the towel and move the golf ball. See if you can get that angle of attack down, and with your irons, I bet you'll start feeling a little more pop, a little more hit, and the ball will go further and straighter, okay? Which is a good thing. I hope you enjoyed this week's tip. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have great ones coming to you every Monday at 2 o'clock. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed Caves Valley, my old stomping grounds. What a great place. Hope you enjoyed watching that on the television. Talk to you next week, folks.